Yes.
Excellent breakdown, Doc. You
Mhm.
know, the auric field that he speaks of and the compromising of the auric field, that's where the whole thing with corn comes in as well, right? So even on a lesser level, people are being there's walkthroughs coming through your people's computer screen when they participate in the corn industry or cornography and
Mhm.
whatnot. Henceforth, who runs that is the Khazarians and whatnot.
Yes.
Come
So
on, brother. Come on.
even in the corn films, they
Mhm.
slicing in the torture or the snuff films in the corn. So some of those women that you see in the corn are the Epstein victims, are the
Mhm.
trafficked girls and whatnot. In the
Mm-hmm.
Epstein emails that I just read today, he's talking about some girl's superpowers came online based off of her torture. He was
Mm.
like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
torturing her so much that she's
Mhm.
about to come online like Lucy, right?
Yeah.
So this whole experiment and all of the emails for those that are reading it understand because of the fact that the temple was underground. He had cloning facilities, the Zorro Ranch where they were doing DNA cloning and whatnot.
Right.
But
Right.
they were activating through MK Ultra some of these sleeper cells and these walk-ins and whatnot. So when you see all of this thing about people seeing children unalived in front of them, seeing men eating feces, all of that is trauma based, like Phil said, in order to indoctrinate, in order to program them to carry out, you know, what they've been carrying out. So they become madams, they become vampires who bite others and things of that nature. It is a sick cabal that's been going in
Mhm.
circles. So going back to what he was also saying, this whole thing with the Ozempic Olympics that you see everybody on and whatnot,
The new
they're
look.
breaking
Serena,
down.
even
Right.
Serena. You seen
Mhm.
Serena?
Right. She ain't even Ozempic. She came with a new one.
Yeah.
But when they're losing all of that weight artificially, they're breaking their auric field. They're
Right.
breaking down their aura as well. So now
Mhm.
you're seeing people with the Ozempic. They call it the Ozempic stare. They have
Yeah.
something called the Mar-a-Lago face. They
Yeah.
have something called the Mar-a-Lago face, and that looks like an entity has entered inside of some of these women's
Indeed.
bodies and whatnot. So we're talking high level possessions and whatnot, where they may be in touch with some type of entities coming from the other side. You know, they playing with the CERN. They got the show golf with the AI and whatnot. These are entities that are beginning to possess people. Henceforth, you have so many of these killings where people are bodying shit, then they kill themselves. That's the equivalent of which they used to have back in the days where they would breathe, they would create a husk, right? They would create
Mm.
what is known as a homunculus, right?
Mhm.
And, huh?
The homunculus. Yes.
A homunculus.
Mhm.
Netflix just showed you the Frankenstein movie and whatnot. That's somewhat the equivalent of that, right? They're
Mhm.
creating these walk-ins, and these walk-ins get programmed. They catch bodies and whatnot, and then they'll kill themselves, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
person is possessed
And you
or
got to look at
radio
the
or